In task 2, you were asked to create a simple multi-page website made up of 4 pages, a home page and a page for each of 3 social networking sites of your choice, and you were asked to use the same concept design as is shown on the screen here. So a heading social networking, a simple navigation, a home page that looks something like this. These links link to the same pages as the links up in the navigation. Then on the other pages you had an image which had that width, and if you clicked on the image it opened a new window linking to whatever site it was. The information could be this information or you could make it up. So in the end you must have a website that looks very similar to this in layout. You can have different colors, different fonts, different information. So I'm going to grab this and move it to the side. And on this side I'm going to open Notepad++. Plus I've opened up my blank template that I made in 2.0, but what I must do is just save it, so save as, and put it into its own folder. So again, index.html, and I save. So in this task all we're going to do is add the content. We're not going to worry anything about what it looks like, the colors or the font. First is the title tag. Now this is an important tag for search engines. They use the data in here to enable their searching. No more than 60 characters, and it must describe the page. Each page should have its own unique title. So let's go for one of the 3 best networking sites on the web. That'll be good. Then going down, we don't have to worry about the style sheet at this stage. We'll leave it in there anyway. The header 1, that's this thing over here, social networking, and it seems that it's needed in capital letters. Now for the link, we need a new tag. So let's quickly pop over to W3 Schools. And we'll have a look at how to write that tag correctly. So all we have to do is href and the URL. And then later on it tells us if we want to open it in a new window, we've got to use this, target equals blank. So all I need is href and the URL. So what I'm going to do is just copy this code here and paste it in there and change it. Now we'll pop back to the page just to make sure what links we've got to put in. So we need a home link. So here we must have the word home. That corresponds to that there. And here we must have the name of our home page. Now, if that was an external reference, we'd have to have the entire URL. Seeing that it's a page on this website, we've just got to give the name of it. If it's in a different folder, we've got to include the folder name. So that is going to be copied and pasted below. Then the next one is Facebook. The name of the page is in lowercase, and this is what appears on the home page, so write it as you want it to be seen. The next one is Snapchat, and the last one is Instagram. Just make extra sure that all the naming is correct. If you're consistent in your naming throughout your website, it makes your coding a lot easier, and I'm always going for lowercase with no spacing, so I know that that's going to be the names of my files. These words here are what appear on your page, so you've got to go back to what the concept design wants you to do. And then the last thing we've got is we've got a little line sitting in here. That little line has to go outside the link. You can see it's not underlined there, so it's got to go in here. We'll put a space and then use that vertical line and probably another space that we might have to sort out later. So now we finished the header and we're going into the main section. The first thing is our H2 heading, which is over here, and it's the best 3 networking sites on the web. Now at this stage we could save this, and then to view it in the browser we go Run and launch it in Chrome. Now I'm going to move this tab to the beginning because I'll probably go here a couple of times. And then I can view what I've done so far. So I've got the heading, I've got the navigation, oops, with an extra line here, so let's take that off and save again and then refresh. Right, that's better. And then I've got the next heading here. Right, so now I'm going to continue writing. This here is in a paragraph, so down and put a paragraph tag and then put the paragraph closing tag. Then go back in here and type this website. And we'll type that in. It's missing a full stop, but I'll just add one. Then we've got an H3 heading. So I'll type in the start and end tags and then back in here and type that. And then the next paragraph. Probably a good time to check, so I'm going to save, go back to the web page and refresh. So everything's looking good. You don't want to leave this checking too long just in case you make plenty of mistakes. And then we'll finish it off. So I'm going to copy and paste this. And I'm going to do that twice. And then I'm going to come back here and make this one Snapchat. This one is Instagram. In this paragraph goes the Snapchat story. And in this paragraph goes the Instagram information. And then one last thing for each of these is this line. Click on this link for more details. That we'll put in under here in a new paragraph of its own. I've got to have the link to Facebook. So the easiest will be to go up here and just copy and paste that right there. Now let's save that and have a look. That's perfect. So we've got click on this link for more details, and then that'll open up the page. It doesn't exist yet, so we can't check that. And we're not going to worry about the formatting yet. We'll change that with our style sheet. So now what I'm going to do is copy this here to the bottom of each of these. And this will be Snapchat. And the name Snapchat. And this one here will be Instagram. Lowercase for the name of the file, capital letters here for the word that's displayed. And lastly, we just got to put this little bit in the footer. That's probably just going to be a paragraph, so indent. And we'll save for one last time and do another check. Just work through it and make sure that everything looks fine. And we're done with the home page.